Welcome back. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Ryan. I'm a full-time reseller on sites like eBay and Poshmark. And today, I'm gonna just kind of talk while I work. So I'm gonna talk about something that happened last week, and maybe you might find it interesting. I don't know. But I'll kind of get right into it. Like I said, I'm not gonna be staring at the camera the whole time because I'm going to try to get some of these pictures taken, because I have another concert this weekend. I'm gonna go see the band The Devil Wears Prada. They are kind of a metalcore band, I would say. I've seen them 4 times now, or this will be my 4th time, or maybe this is my 5th time. But anyways, I remember listening to them when in like 2004, when they were like a heavy metal band. Now they're kind of more just metalcore, but so they've lost fans, they've gained fans. They're more melodic with heavy riffs now, which I enjoy them. I think they're awesome. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm just saying that I gotta try to get as many pictures because I'm gonna go out of town once again to see them. But luckily, this time when I go out of town, it's only 2 hours away, so I'll be back the next following day. But what I wanted to talk about was there was a tornado that came around my area. And it's kind of funny and not funny at the same time, I guess. Tornadoes can be scary to a lot of people. Living in Oklahoma as long as I have now, I'm kind of just used to it. It's just one of those things. We kind of have a joke with tornadoes that, you know, people, as soon as you hear the sirens, people open up their garage doors, get lawn chairs out, get your beverage, things like that. And that's just how it is in Oklahoma. But we had a possible tornado watch last Friday. Today's Tuesday. And the reason I'm even bringing this up is because we're supposed to have some severe weather again tonight. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to talk about this, you know? Because who knows? It might actually hit us this time, and that would not be good. And you really need to take every precaution when a tornado is coming your way. So Friday morning, actually, I think Thursday. Let's start with Thursday. My kids wanted to go see the movie Hoppers that came out on Friday. So we already planned on going to the theater on Friday to see Hoppers. It's a cute movie. I honestly thought it would be better, in my opinion. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong. I mean, when it comes out on streaming, I hate to say it that way, when it comes out on streaming, we're gonna end up buying it. Check out this Rain Spooner, Oklahoma State. I thought this was so awesome. I found this, so I was shopping at a store, and I just happened to go by the dressing rooms, and someone, I guess, tried it on and put it back, put it on the rack there. And I was like, all right, someone didn't want it there. Don't forget to check those racks by the dressing rooms. I've actually found some really good stuff there. Where was my train of thought at on that? What was I talking about? Was it Hoppers? Yeah, Hoppers. So the movie Hoppers, it was good, but what was crazy, so we bought the tickets that morning, and we knew that there was possible tornadoes going to be in our area, so we were just kind of keeping an eye on it. We tried to pick somewhat of an early time. My wife usually works till about 5:30ish. So we were planning to go to the 7 o'clock show. And checking out the 7 o'clock show, weather was still fine. It was kind of a little rainy here and there, but nothing too crazy. So by the time we started heading to the theater, that's when it started to rain a little heavier. As soon as we got to the theater, oh yeah, we did, no, what was it? Right before we left the house, the power shut off. And we're like, great. But it would like flickered off, then back on. And we were going to swing by like McDonald's for the kids, you know, kids and chicken nuggets. Kids love their chicken nuggets. I don't know about your kids, but my kids, that's pretty much all they eat or want to eat is French fries and chicken. So swung by McDonald's by our house, and they had experienced the flash as well. So all their computers were down. They couldn't take orders or anything like that. So we're like, great. So we went across town past the theater to a different McDonald's, picked up our McDonald's, and after we picked up our McDonald's, we head straight for the theater. When we head to the theater, oh no, there's a little snag on the back. I don't think that's going to matter too much. But when we head to the theater, or we headed to the theater, and we just sat in the parking lot and ate while it was just pouring down rain. Sure enough, as soon as we were done eating, though, it cleared up enough for us to go inside. So we went inside the theater, watched and I know I've talked about this on previous videos. I had the Loop Switch 2 that are just amazing, because I do not like loud echoes, and it really helps with the reverb that you get in theaters. It seems like movie theaters are just so loud. I mean, at least to me, they're loud to me. So I brought mine, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I don't like going to theaters without them now, because I can actually enjoy a movie. But while we were there, the tornado sirens went off. Like, you were here watching the movie and you could still hear the tornado sirens outside. But no one came and got us from the theater that said like, hey, you guys need to take cover or anything like that. So I just sat there and kept enjoying the movie, I'm like, but I could tell my wife, she's got one of those Apple Watches. So she was getting all the updates, all the alerts. Yeah, I can't get this stupid thing off. It was getting all the alerts on her phone, and she would, like I said, tornadoes can be scary, because you never know what kind of destruction that they can bring. So she was getting all the alerts, and you could hear other people's phones get the national alert on their phone of like, hey, take cover, your area is experiencing. And I even looked at my phone, I got the alert, but I have all my emergency things muted, because it was mainly because all the Amber, not all the Amber alerts, but when Amber alerts happen, it would scare me hearing it. I'm like, nope, not doing that. So I figured out that you can turn that off, so I did. I was like, I don't want to listen to it. Like, trust me, if I could help in an Amber Alert, I definitely would. Situation. But sirens going off. I'm still sitting there watching the movie. Apparently, there was a tornado that was veering straight towards our house, but for some reason, it always happens. It like veers towards our house, and then it like curves off. And I'm pretty sure there's like this big hill that I feel like diverts it every time. I don't know why, and then it goes towards like a grassy field kind of area to the next town. It just seems to do that all the time. Why, I have no idea, but that's my assumption, is because of that hill. And apparently my best friend was texting me. Sorry if it's loud. I don't know if you guys hear, I throw stuff around. Sorry if it's loud. But the tornado was veering towards our house, and my best friend called me twice and just could not get a hold of me at all. Because I'm in the movie theater. My phone's in my pocket. I'm here for a movie. What do you expect from me? You gotta be, like they say, you gotta be courteous during the movies. Turn off your cell phones. All of that. So I did. but even though my wife's checking hers. But apparently he called her, and what's kind of funny and how oblivious I guess I am is I'm just sitting there watching the movie and I don't even see her get up and leave. I just see her return because it cuts in front of me. And I'm sure she cut in front of me on the way out, but I was just like so zoned in with the movie that I didn't even notice she got up. So me and my kiddos, we just sat there and watched the movie. And then she tells me, hey, Jeremy was trying to get a hold of you. There was a tornado heading towards our house. And I'm like, oh man. Well, what'd you tell him? Told him that we were in the theaters. So I called him afterwards. And he's like, you would go out in the middle of a tornado and go to see a movie. I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, what else is there to do? I don't want to sit in the dark. And plus, this was already planned. I don't want to break the plans just because of a tornado. I mean, I could be wrong. Aren't movie theaters supposed to be safe during tornadoes? Maybe that's just like an urban legend or something I heard as a kid. But I always thought like movie theaters were safe or something. Let me know. Are movie theaters supposed to be safe during a tornado? If you have tornadoes where you live. I don't know. But we're supposed to expect tornadoes tonight. So what movie am I going to go see? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go see a movie. I'll stay home tonight. I was going to go out to a Pokemon game night at a card shop. But I think I'll pass. Just so I can make sure I'm near my wife and kids if there's a tornado. You know, got to make sure they're protected. Protected. I hope you know that's all just humor. I love my kids and my wife. I'll always make sure they're my top priority. But it got me kind of thinking about reselling. What would happen if a tornado did hit my house and take all my inventory? What if I sold something that next day? So do I just have to cancel everything? Am I going to try to look through the rubble to see if I can find it and maybe wash it to sell? What would you do if a natural disaster like that happened? Obviously, if it was a fire, I think you just have to cancel because it's gone, or it just reeks of smoke, and I get questioned on smoke anyways, and I'm like trying to smell stuff sometimes. I'm like, I don't smell anything, but apparently this person says it. I think it's a lot of times just buyer's remorse, and that just seems like a reason they can return something. I could be wrong, but that just seems like what it looks like some of the times anyways. But if you ever do need to get out smoke or a musky smell, a white vinegar bath is great. You got to do it in hot water. Oh, there's like a little yellow stain. Shoot. Just take a picture of that. If you do a hot white vinegar bath for about an hour, a lot of the times you can get rid of that smell. Most of the time. Not saying always. Also, hanging it outside can help too. I like to do the white vinegar bath and then let it dry outside, especially with anything that's wool. I had a robe that was made of wool, which still kind of blew my mind that you would have a robe made of wool. Because if you get out of the shower, it's constantly getting wet, and I thought you weren't really supposed to get wool wet. I'm still learning about different fabrics. I'm still new to clothing too. I used to do toys and, just nerd stuff like this. I wanted to do funny things like this, But I ended up having, clothing sells so good. I wonder if it's like echoing. I have my mic here, but I don't know. I just, I love selling nerd stuff though. I still have a lot. I have a lot. But clothing is easy to store. It's easy to ship. You don't have to worry about it breaking. Condition is everything with collectibles. Like, I used to sell a lot of Funko Pops back when it was like really popular. Going to all the releases to try to find the chase and, all the different exclusives. I'm looking at a wall of them right now. I would even order some. I had a friend in Canada that I'd reach out to and say, hey, there's this Canadian exclusive that's only at EB Games. Can you pick it up to me? And he would, and then we have to drive down to the US. This is before all the tariffs and stuff. And he would drive down to the US and ship it to me. And then I would also usually just buy him one too. Or I would trade him the US one. Oh man, look at that. Someone ripped out the tag and they ripped the shirt as well. That's an easy fix, but another project. I hate projects so much. But gosh, I sidetrack a lot. If you're still here with me, tornadoes or natural disasters hitting your house, so what do? Do you just cancel it and kind of worry about what's going on? I think that's what I would do. If a tornado really would have hit my house, I would probably, unless like my sheds and stuff were intact, because that's where I keep my inventory. But if they say they got hit and I have no idea where the inventory is, I'm most likely just going to have to cancel, explain to them like, hey, where I live just got hit by a tornado, blah, blah. I'm going to have to cancel your order. Sorry, just is what it is. Hopefully people are understanding enough in that situation, because we are all human. Stuff happens, but that's natural disasters. I mean, that's out of our control. So customers should understand. Or if you reach out to eBay, I'm sure they would have your back with something. Like if the customer were to leave a negative review, you could probably get that removed, in my opinion. But say it wiped out your whole store and you had to basically work the next however long trying to get back together. I know for me, I've already talked to my insurance company and they would cover a portion of it, but I don't know how much. That's the thing. So they're not going to obviously give me what I'm trying to sell it for. And what's kind of scary is I don't have all my, actually you're right, I do. I'm trying to be good about it, but every time I get a receipt, I upload it into Nifty, and I also upload it into a Google Excel file. So I can at least look at the numbers of how much I spent, but I don't know if it really would help me of what I currently have. So I don't know about that. I don't know how much my insurance would cover. That's kind of something I really need to look into, because living in an area like I do, it's kind of important, because you never know what can happen. And honestly, anyone watching this, you should probably look into that too. What happens if a natural disaster happens and your inventory is just gone? Is your insurance going to pay for it? Or do you need a different type of insurance? If you're a renter, I have a mortgage, but if you're a renter, do you need renter's insurance to cover it? Does your renter insurance cover something like this for a business? I think that's something that we all really need to look into, because you never know what can happen. Life comes at you fast, that is for sure. Well, if you made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, and please comment below. Do you have any kind of precautions in place, or do you know for your situation, if something were to happen to like your inventory, is it covered by your insurance? And let me know, like, do you get a rate? Do you get like 50% of what its estimated value? Do you get, just what you paid into it? Do you have your receipts and numbers? Are they backed up on files? This is important stuff, because life can happen. I'm telling you, people, I've seen it happen. There was I think, how far away? About 15 miles away. 2 people died because they got hit by, well, they were, I guess, I don't know the whole story, but I just know it said 2 fatalities. So, you gotta be kind of careful. I mean, luckily there was no damage around my area, but something could have happened. I think we need to really take every precaution, because some things in life are just outside of our control. It just is what it is. Once again, thank you so much. Please like, comment below, and subscribe if you want to catch more content like this. I appreciate you guys. Bye.